This is Mike the Ashamed Canadian coming at you from St. John, New Brunswick. And today I am looking for people to share your story, where you're at, what celebrations are going on in your city. And let's go from coast to coast to coast. So if you are Canadian and you are in the States at this time, come on up and so that we can see what you're doing for your Canada Day and how you're celebrating. We want to know what you're doing, how the celebrations are being handled, if there's some kind of restrictions because of the COVID or because of any other reason, why there's not any celebrations in your neighborhood. Now, I know it's only, it's 10:15 here in St. John, New Brunswick. And I know there probably won't be a lot of people here for a little bit if anybody shows up, but I'm hoping that get a lot of people throughout the day. Now, I see up in the corner there, my name's all screwed up and shit like that, and it says live with Melon. This is a new app that I found for streaming. It says that I can add a couple other people here. So I want to see what you're doing. Let's all be nosy today, folks. And yes, Peanut is with me. Couldn't leave him behind. Bo Hunter Auditing, good morning, my brother. How are you? And how is your Canada Day going? I don't know if any actual notifications of that went out for this. I'm new to doing these types of things, so I'm still learning all the ins and outs of computers other than just data entry. We will be smoking live here very shortly. And don't be surprised if Peanut just decides to get up and walk right across the front of the screen here at any time. But do we have anybody video out there, or maybe they're want to come on here live? I'm not sure how to invite guests in that. I am going to try something here, folks. This may get a little boring. There may not be much in between until it actually picks up a little bit further, but this will be going on probably all day. Probably this will be a 12-hour stream. And what am I looking for here? Because I want to see what kind of celebrations are going on across Canada. And Holy crap on a cracker. Mm. Mm. Oh crap, I can't do it that way, folks. I do have to go to the store. I have to put time on my phone, so um, let's go here. Let's go. Uh, so what I'm doing is I'm sending some Facebook messages to a few of the auditors across Canada. Um, yes, I do know their real names. I'm not going to say what they are. I'm not an asshole and dox people, but um, yeah, I'm so yeah, like I said, this may be a bit boring in between. I am looking for some people and let me know what's going on there. There's a couple of people that I would like to get a hold of. Auditing for Accountability Newfoundland, um, Josh Amherst, Chad Coates, and Josh. Uh, oh man, Josh, you're in PE in Charlottetown, PEI. Why can't I think of your last name right now? Or you're the name that you go by on YouTube. Um, but yeah, I'm looking for those guys right now. They're in Newfoundland is actually 30 minutes ahead of Atlantic time. Um, so right there, it is almost it's almost 11 o'clock there. It's 10:21 here, so it's 10:51 in Newfoundland right now. So we are still a little early, folks. who knows? I can't really go too far um, because I don't have internet on my laptop, and the phone I'm using is a broken asshole phone that I can't even. I have a hard time answering or sending even messages through that. It was one that someone gave me about 2 days ago. Hey, Prairie Girl, how are you doing today, my darling? 15 there, eh? Oh, wow. So, what are you doing today, my dear? Just so you know, I started this stream so that we can bring up different people from all over Canada to see what they're doing, and maybe do live um, where they're showing live what's going on in their town or city or village. And Clash in Canada, good morning. I keep forgetting to mention you, brother. Please don't get me wrong. Um, I just subbed to you not long ago, and I just found you. So I love your work. Keep doing what you're doing out there. And as soon as I can, you'll always get shout outs from me. Nothing staying in under heat warning. Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard that about today. It's supposed to be up in the 30s again out there in the prairies and that today. Not sure what. It's not that bad here today. I can't see it being over 22 degrees today. Um, I walked down to the Esso station so that I could grab a coffee, and it was actually a little chilly. My nipples were getting a little hard, but I just walked out t-shirt and shorts, and it was a little chilly today. I wasn't expecting that, but so let's check what the weather is going to be like today. Today, it's currently 19 degrees Celsius and it's supposed to go up to 24. Cloudy all day, maybe a 15% chance of rain. So it's a lot cooler than it was. It was pretty bad yesterday. Even worse tomorrow on Saturday. Yes, I see that. Clash in Canada. I forget, whereabouts are you at? Are you in BC? Sci-Fry, good morning. How you doing, brother? Actually, updates since 32 today. So I don't know how I'm going to see about this. Share the link with guests. Generate new link. Messenger. No. You're in Winnipeg with Prairie Girl. Oh, yes. The windiest corner in Canada. Corner of Portage and Maine. I used to work right around the corner there. Well, I can't really say work because it was a work placement that I did with an organization there. And it was right on Main Street there. Small little organization called the Salvation Army. Um, when I first got my addiction counseling certificate, I signed up to do 1 year with the Salvation Army in 4 different cities. So Winnipeg was one of them. It was Edmonton, Regina, was it Regina or Saskatoon? One of the two. I can't remember which city because I worked in both cities. I did go back out and I worked for another organization there for 4 months. It was a summer work program there. Pugface Media. Good morning, my brother. Shit. So, so yeah, does anybody want to come up here? I'm not sure. What if I don't know if I no, that's just sharing. What's this? Oh. I'm not sure. This I might have to actually go off of this live with Melon bullshit and go to StreamYard because auto ad screen video to stream. I don't know how to add people to bring them up here. Does anybody know how to do that? Approaches suggest no. I'm sorry, folks. Oh, okay. I see where it's at now. So now all I got to do is see if anybody actually wants to come in. Enable for 2 to 6 participants. Okay, so in this one here, I can only do up to 6 people, but only a high of 68 in Wisconsin today. Well, it beats being 120. Sorry, Bri, but I could live with 68, not a problem. What's that about 18, 20 degrees? Basically what it is right here in St. John, New Brunswick right now. So, yeah, I could handle that. The only reason why technically, and you can call me a pervert, I don't give a fuck. But the only reason why I really like warm weather is because you get to see less clothes on the beautiful ladies. walk down the beach, there's even less clothes. I'm just saying, I'm just typical Canadian hockey playing guy. So other than that, like, I prefer it a little cool. You know, between 15 and 21 degrees is fine for me every day. Well, gosh, that's not cool down. So, see that it's this. So we have Sci-Fi Bri, we have Pugface, we have Clash in Canada, we have the Lovely Prairie Girl, we have Bow Hunter, that's all I see for now. So yeah, oh, 2 to 9. That's 2 to 6. Enable for 2 participants. Enable to screen share. I don't know what that was. Pugface medium, mid-70s is just fine for me. Any more is too hot for me. Between 50 and 75 is perfect for me. Yes, exactly, Clash. I think that's perfect. Like I said, the only reason why I like it a little warmer is because less clothes. But that's just me. I'm going to do something here that you guys probably haven't seen me do. And there's Peanut. Look, that's all it is, okay? Are you going to leave me alone now? What's this? What? You're on the internet, buddy. You gonna say hi? Yeah, big sucky boy. Get your belly. Oh, big suck. Now, come on, go lay down. I have never been able to smoke a joint while doing a live stream. That was because I wouldn't smoke in the house out of respect for the people that actually didn't smoke. But you've seen how far respect went there over the last few months there and what they did. So, but out of respect, I wouldn't smoke in the house. I would always go outside. Well, here in this motel, they specifically asked me for if I wanted a smoking or non-smoking room, and of course I had to say smoking. So I get to smoke a doobie with you guys, and celebrate Canada Day. Yeah, it's 10:36 in the morning. This is my second joint. So, second joint, first coffee. I have a bad habit of drinking too much coffee. And lately I've been slowing down, only having maybe 2 or 3 coffees a day. When I first quit drinking, I would constantly have a coffee in my hand. From the time I woke up to the time I fell asleep with a coffee in my hand on more than one occasion. So now I drink maybe 2, 3 cups of coffee a day. Be safe. Orange bias. Be safe during heat wave in Canada. Yes, and well, Pugface Media, just stopping in Victoria. Don't get me wrong. You probably stopped in one of the most beautiful parts of Canada. Victoria Island is a very beautiful island, very beautiful city. And I hope you enjoyed your time here. Smell. Oh, sorry, Bri. That's one good thing that I have going for me. I can't smell anything. And it's not really, well, it's good and it's bad. It's good that, walking down the street, you don't smell the fucking trash and shit like that. Some of the places that I'd have to look after and that walk in, I couldn't smell anything. So it didn't bother me. Other people fucking go in with gas mask on and everything. But when I walk in, it doesn't bother me. But when I walk into an Italian restaurant or I walk into a pot store, I can't smell that. So now I'm missing all the good shit. And I can't smell the scent of a beautiful lady either, but I could sure the hell taste it. But so I don't have that sense of smell, so it doesn't bother me. What used to make my stomach turn was the smell of bacon being cooked in the morning. I totally hate bacon. It's probably because I was basically raised on bacon my whole life, and I don't know. It just the smell of it when I could smell used to make me sick, but not anymore. Thank God I can't smell it. One weird thing about this motel here. They asked me if I wanted a smoking or non-smoking. Can't function without my daily K-cup. Well, I hear you. You know, you got to have at least one coffee. You know, shake those cobwebs out of your head. Um, if you can go without doing that, hey, more power to you. Uh, but uh, plastic chemicals. Well, um, question: on less than 800 a month, how can you afford pot? Um, I really can't. I take maybe 25 bucks out of the money on my for my food so that I can at least have a little bit. Um, I've had it prescribed to me for years, and there's nothing out there. There's no insurance companies, anything um, that will pay for medical marijuana unless you were Sun Life Insurance through is the ones that does the insurance for all military personnel, whether you're civilian or enlisted or an officer or something, but either civilian or military, all the insurance is through Sun Life Insurance. My dad was in charge of runway maintenance for Greenwood Air Force Base when he retired. And his pension, he actually got hurt and he was on a disability pension, and it all comes from Sun Life. Now they're the only ones that will pay for medical marijuana. No other, nothing. It doesn't not matter. You could have the exact same trauma as somebody that was in the military or worse, and your medication isn't covered. Now, don't get me wrong. I am 100% all for helping out the military. My hats go off to them. They have my utmost respect, and they deserve to be able to get that. The problem is that that's all they get, and it takes so long to get it. It took my dad almost a year to get his disability benefits through Sun Life Insurance because it was the government, because they just put it off and put it off. They don't care because it's a government. They don't care. My dad lost his house because of waiting on that. And he ended up having to go into a seniors care center because he couldn't afford to live while he was waiting for disability benefits from them. The same thing happens with our people in the military. They have to wait and wait and wait. The government doesn't care about what happens to them, especially once they're back here. Now, when they're overseas, they will send them all the ammunition, all the food. In fact, look at Desert Storm. They sent over Tim Hortons. So they'll help them while they're over there, but as soon as they get back here, they do fuck all for them. Now, I think that if you serve 5 years in any military installation in Canada and you are discharged honorably or you leave the military honorably, your house should be paid for. period. The only thing that you should have to pay for is your bills, like your water and sewer, your property tax, your hydro bill, your cable bill, your cell phone bill, but no mortgage. Your house should be paid for, period. You put your life in your hand. The government put your life in their hands and sent you somewhere else where you could have been killed, and you're over there fighting and protecting our country. Now, if they're doing that, why can't they have some sort of security when they come back, to have their own place to come home to and have it paid for? You know, it beats doing all these payments for all these other things. The people are buying their house as they're in the military and they're buying their house. They make payments in that. Yes, I understand that. But once you get that certificate from the Army saying that you've been honorably discharged or you honorably left, then that letter should go to your bank, and that bank should wipe out the rest of your mortgage and send it to the government and let them pay it off for you. Remember, it was all to have those guys, have the government send those people like us overseas to fight, to keep this country protected. Now, we can go on about this for the longest time, because we know that the government does not care about the people in Canada, especially Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau has been working with the Chinese government for years. When he praises the Chinese government on how he handles his citizens and human rights and stuff like that, even though they have some of the worst human rights in the world, and he's praising them on that. That's not right. Working with the Chinese government through the Radisson chain hotels. The Radisson chain hotels are all owned by the CCP, which is the Communist Chinese Party. They bought it back about 5 years ago, the whole chain of hotels all across the world. They're all owned by the Chinese government now. Now, the Canadian government is forcing people to stay in a sanctioned hotel for 3 days, pay up to and over $3,000 for their stay. They're basically shit. I forget what I was just talking about there. I get sidetracked when I read messages and that, folks. I'm so sorry. So we have Justin Trudeau that's been working with the Chinese government, with the Radisson chain hotels, and people are forced when they come back into Canada to stay at a COVID hotel for 3 days and made to pay up to and over $3,000 for their stay. They cannot leave the building. They cannot even leave the room. There's no security locks on the inside of the rooms, so they can come in at any time. So there's that. There's been people sexually assaulted in them and that. But these hotels are all, these COVID hotels, a lot of them are the Radisson chain hotels. Calgary, Toronto, Edmonton, Quebec. They're using the Radisson hotels. Now, that money that is they're forced to pay, the Radisson Hotel gets to keep all that money. They don't have to pay Canada anything. Canada actually pays the Radisson chain hotels to use their hotels like this. So they're getting paid basically $1,000 a night to have somebody be forced to stay in their hotel. Yeah, they get Wi-Fi and they get TV. Their meals are brought to them, which is disgusting. We've seen people wait longer than 6-8 hours just for a meal. And then when it comes, it's cold as hell and everything. Hold on, folks. I gotta light this joint. But we still have shit like this going on. You know, you go to the United States and you come back to Canada, you're pretty much, if you can do it, you're forced to stay in these hotels. Forced. And then when you leave these hotels, you're still on a 14-day quarantine. So, and after 8 days, the government can show up and do a test. Now, I just put out a video about an hour ago about travel restrictions within Canada. Everybody kept saying, you don't need to do this. You can travel freely in Canada, or all you have to do is give them your name and that. And that's not how it goes. Please go check out my last video. I went to the Moncton bus terminal because I at least needed to get to Charlottetown PEI. Now, there's New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI, and Newfoundland are called the Atlantic Bubble. Now, New Brunswick has been open to PEI and Newfoundland, but it hasn't been open to Nova Scotia up until yesterday at 8 a.m. Now, I went to go and buy a ticket to go from Moncton to Charlottetown. The lady that worked there, she was actually the manager, and her name was Shelley, said that she couldn't sell me a ticket without proof that I had my medical pass and everything. A medical pass to go to fucking PEI. Can you fucking believe that? From one province over, we built a bridge. It's, forget how long it is, but there's an actual bridge that goes from New Brunswick to PEI. It's called the Confederation Bridge, one of the longest bridges in the world, I believe. It goes across the ocean. Well, Northumberland Strait, but it's the Atlantic Ocean. Can't get across, according to the bus services. They wouldn't sell me a ticket, straight up, without me showing medical proof that I have a travel pass. And the travel pass, in order to get the travel pass, you have to have at least one vaccination. So all of us people out there that don't believe in this vaccination, and it's growing daily. There's more and more and more people actually doing research and looking into this. The total expense is $75 COVID bomb to disinfect the room, 3 hours to clean it, $45, 3 meals a day, $60, and $125 a night per room. That's less than $300 a day. Numbers don't add up. You think? And do you think that you're getting $60 worth of fucking meals a day? That's $20 a meal. There's no fucking way. It might be worth, the meals that you're getting might be worth about $4 straight up. So there was, and if you don't believe me, please go back and there's a news organization here in Canada called Rebel News. That's all they really report on. Go back, look. There was a guy by the name of Kean Baxter that used to work for Rebel News that left, and he was actually in a COVID jail reporting from it. So go there and check that out. And when you're in the COVID jails, you have to eat their food. You're not allowed to call takeout or anything like that. You can't order pizza. You can't order your favorite chicken wings or anything like that. You have to go by what they give you, and that's it. Most people aren't even allowed to leave their rooms while they're there for 3 days. So, but yeah, I tried to get a ticket to go to Charlottetown. They wouldn't even let me leave because they said that I needed that fucking travel pass. But according to the Constitution of Canada, under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, we're allowed to freely go anywhere within Canada without being restricted. What's up with that? Now we're being restricted. The government is restricting us. So what's up with that? They're 100% violating the Constitution of Canada. But who's saying anything about it? How many people here in Canada actually have the balls to actually stand up and say it? Shit, this joint, good joint, but like I was saying, here in Canada, and I hate to say this about my fellow Canadians, but you guys all brought it on yourselves. I've talked to many of people. There are a few that have the same beliefs on this COVID and about the vaccine and shit like that, as I do. Now, let's get something straight here right now. You might have a different belief on the vaccine, and that's your belief. Under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and as a free, hold that against you. Listen, if you want to go get that vaccine shot, by all means, go and get it. I'm not gonna sit here and argue that with you about whether you should get it or not. All you have to do is do the research, look at what's going on, and then make your own decision. I'm only here to bring my personal thoughts and what the people that in my group think. If you can believe what you want to believe, I'm not saying that I'm not here saying I'm Fox News, ABC, NBC, fucking CTV, Global, CBC, anything like that. I'm not a lying organization, for one. I'm not paid to come here and tell you what I'm telling you. Okay? I'm here telling you what I go through and what I see. And can't see that, that's their own problem. I've been fairly nice with people lately when it comes to talking and recording. I've been very patient with people, and maybe a little too respectful to people about what Myron Kilkenny. Hello, good morning. Myron, oh, sorry, brother. I didn't even see you come in there. Good to see you, my brother. I don't know what to tell you, Myron. If you can, or maybe you have, go check out the video that I just put out. It's called Moncton Exit. And that's sort of, I know what I'm going through here right now. But I'm still waiting to see if I can highlight some information. Hey, again, like I said, I wasn't even vaccinated as a kid. Okay, I was petrified. Needle and ran and hid. They actually called the fire department. I was hiding in the chimney flue. That's how scared of needles I was then. I'm still petrified of needles. I can't watch anybody get an injection. I can't even watch people get injections on TVs or whatever. I got to turn my head. It just bothers the fuck out of me. And I'm petrified of needles. Now, a few years back, I got the flu shot here. I had such a bad reaction to the flu shot that even my doctor told me I shouldn't take it again. It was the only one I ever got in my lifetime. Now I'm 54, and you know, I think I was like 48 or 49 when I got that flu shot. But I don't do needles. I don't put chemicals into my body. Not a government is the best way. Government gives me or my doctor gives me. I don't take. I take my heart pills and I take my PTSD pills. That's about it. As you can tell, I don't take my sleeping pills or that. That, and I'm sure that I always have a bottle around. I have a couple bottles. I always have one in my knapsack for when I go out. So there's always that there, and I always have one available right here wherever I'm staying. So, yeah, yes, PTSD pills. Um, I can lose my mind pretty bad because of what I've been through in my life, and um, that's why you don't see me do a lot of audits. If I feel trapped in any way, I mean, I lose my fucking mind. Sometimes I black out and I will fucking go ballistic, thinking that I'm in danger. Um, so I need to have that in order to keep me calm. It's another reason why I smoke pot uh, is to keep me mellow, so that I don't freak out. I was beat up really bad by the police, and I spent like 3.5 weeks in the hospital recovering. Uh, I sued them um, because of the charges that they were up on. What accumulated all this to begin with was they got found guilty on those, so they found them guilty on the assault against me. And they all got, I think it worked out to be an extra 90 days in jail for fucking putting me in the hospital for 3.5 weeks. And it cost them, well, uh, they had to reimburse Ontario Health the medical expenses. And so it was basically um, Ontario Health, OHIP. They were getting paid from the police association or whatever insurance company they use from the Toronto police. They had to pay Ontario Health to reimburse for all my health costs, and they had to pay for all my legal fees. And I was cut a check for $35,000, and um, the judge couldn't say it outright, but he suggested that I leave Ontario. And when I walked out of the courtroom, even with my lawyers and that, cops were saying, "You better leave." Um, any fan, I had to go to St. John, New Brunswick. Um, if you can, I just put out a video before this live stream. Um, if you can, go check it out. I'm going to be here all day, brother. I'm looking for people to. I don't know if there's a link or anything that you guys can see so that you could come up and join me here. Um, but it just this is what it says in the top of. I'm gonna write it down here for you guys if I can. Check thanks, Annie, and thank you again. You know, I love you, brother. You seem like one of my biggest supporters, and you, you support a lot of guys, and you know you got me right here. Love you, brother. Ginger snaps. Good morning, my sweetheart from Southern Ontario. But how are you doing today? Uh, oh yeah, I was going to see if up in the search bar where they usually, well, at the top, this is what it says. Oh, hold on. I gotta do this the way they have it, or you take that out. This is what it says at the top. Come on. So I don't know, maybe if you hit that link, you might be able to come up. Am I coming clear, everybody? Is there any interruptions like roboting or anything like that, like it was before? Does the stream seem clear enough? I know I don't talk very clearly, but mm, seems clear, just lagging on my end. The lagging actually could be my talking. Apparently, I'm not a very good public speaker. Uh, I wonder. Can I? No, I. Oh, there it is. Show on stream. Oh, look at that. There it is. Highlighted. Oh, now. Oh, okay. So it's up there. There it is. I wonder if I can do this. Uh, oh, I might have done something wrong here, folks. Trying to do something here. No, that's not what I want to do, folks. Okay, what I'm trying to do is bring up a video. Does anybody know how to do that? I want to bring up one of my videos and play it here. Click the invite for link. Invite guest. Copy link. Click the invite. Share with us. You may also like to share. You have one guest slot remaining. Invite up to 8 guests with Pro. Oh. But it only lets me send it through Messenger or email. But I wonder. Oh, fuck off. Copy. Where did it go? There it is. This is the link. Sorry, folks. You can't copy and paste chat. I just did. Oh, you can't copy and paste the chat? Yeah, sorry, Prairie Girl. I just did. I'm learning. That's it. You got it. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks. No, we're not going there. I It doesn't show me that I can add banners or anything like that to this stream. I guess Pandora and Hossel and Ashley and them, they're all still sleeping, getting their beauty rest. Prairie Girl, well, she's just beautiful, period. So she doesn't need any beauty rest. She has it all. Everybody, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and go check out everybody in the chat. I know there's only 4 of you right now, but there's been a couple others. But go subscribe to their channels. Clash in Canada, man, you got to go check him out. Subscribe to him. Show your support for that guy, man. He's doing some good work. Prairie Girl, well, everybody needs to have a Prairie Girl in their chat always. And go Dan E-Fan. I really wish he would come up here and do some Officer Choi or some whatever officer he has today. Or be really good for a laugh to start the day off here. And come on, NE fan, come on up. I'll try and, oh, Myron, look at this. I know it's you. How you doing today, Myron?
Oh, not too bad, I guess. It's still fucking hot.
Right.
But we got a bit of a breeze. It's supposed to bring in clouds.
Yeah, it's cloudy here, but like the sun's trying to come out. It's 19 degrees Celsius, a little bit of a breeze. Mind you, the ocean is like, I don't know, a kilometer away from me. So, yeah. So again, I don't know if you had a chance to check out that video, but I went to the bus station and they told me that I needed a travel pass in order to leave the province. I contacted Merits and everything before this. They told me that no, I didn't. Once the lift was up on yesterday, actually, at 8 a.m. in the morning. So yesterday when I go to, I know that I couldn't get out of, I can't fly or anything without getting a medical certificate. Cannot leave your province without getting a medical certificate. So, and there's guidelines in that on how to get it. In order to get it, you got to have at least one shot or been tested and been quarantined for at least 14 days and was tested twice within those 14 days. And then you gotta do that at least 7 days in advance, and they'll give you your results within 5 days. So then you only have 2 days, basically, to plan your trip. But you can't, you have to plan your trip first in order to get the thing. So you're sort of stuck. You plan your trip and you get this pass, and then you go take that pass and you go down to your local fucking bus station or train or, and you then have to show that pass and you got medical clearance in order to leave that province and enter another province. And that's what's happening right now. And because I won't take the COVID vaccine shot, I cannot get a passport. So I'm basically stuck in the province now that I'm in until either all of this is over, which I can't see happening anytime soon, or I die. I'm trying everything I can. I'm to the point where I was about to go and try and walk across the border. But if you go and look at and see, there's a lot of people recording borders and that out there, which we shouldn't have to have this, and because there shouldn't be police and health officials at our provincial borders, period. But this is Justin Trudeau and his fucking government for you. He does whatever the hell he wants. Oh.
Yeah, but he's not on every road. He's on the major highways, the main highways, but isn't there any back roads you could slip across?
Not Nova Scotia.
Oh, yeah, okay. You got it.
And not to PEI.
Okay.
You know, you got to go.
I'm not. What would you call it?
You can drive. Yeah, like you can drive to PEI. There's a bridge called Confederation Bridge.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get to the other side, the government's there.
Yeah.
There's only one way into Nova Scotia, and that's through.
Different than the mainland.
There's only a small little neck that you can go through. Yeah. So there, to get into Quebec, it might be a little easier. But there's, because of part of the border is open to New Brunswick residents and Quebec residents within a certain area of Quebec. And then it gets kind of, I don't know how they're doing it in Quebec past that point, but you got to have medical clearance to get into any of these provinces. And like airlines, people kept telling me over and over again here on fucking live streams and everything that, just go book a flight and fly out. They can't stop you. They're doing it. I know that they can't, but they're doing it, and people don't realize that, you know. One guy said, you know, you've been doing this for 35 years. You've been an activist in that for over 35 years, and you don't know what to do now? Well, how am I supposed to know all these things when and what to do? I know what to do according to the Constitution.
Yeah.
But the government doesn't know what to do with. And that's the problem, is when you're up against a tyrannical government like we have, and saying that our Constitution is only a guideline and that they can suspend it whenever they want, even though it says right in the Constitution that they can't, but they're going against it anyways. Like our Charter of Rights and Freedoms can only be taken away under the act of war in Canada. If there's war in Canada, there's never been a war on Canadian soil. So they cannot take away our rights. It's the only way that they can do it. And they can take away our Canadian rights. Hey, Indy, how you doing, brother? But they're doing, and the problem is that we got so many fucking, and I hate to say this about my fellow Canadians, but too many Canadians are pussies out there. They don't want to stand up for their rights. They don't see right in front of us every day that our rights are being violated. You know, look at what Justin Trudeau's doing right now with Bill C-36, trying to limit our free speech on social media. If we talk about stuff like this, it could be censored. So, you know, we got states, the state of New York, California, Texas, Florida are all 100% open. All venues are open. The venues open all across the states. We have motorsports parks, you know, bringing in 50, 60,000 people at events and that. And yet we're still doing more closures, and we have some of the lowest rates in Canada or in the world. But yet we have the highest restrictions in the world. It's Canada, Britain, and Australia that are the three worst countries in the world now when it comes to this COVID and all of our rights being violated. You know, you can walk down the streets of Pennsylvania without a mask. Yeah, you might have to wear a mask to go into a store or that. Try and do that in a public area, downtown Montreal or downtown Toronto. The cops are literally jumping people, beating the piss out of them and handcuffing them, stuffing them in a fucking paddy wagon, all to give them an $880 ticket. Hey, Epic, what's up, brother? So, you know, this is going on everywhere. And until it happens to them personally, too many Canadians are being pussies about it, not standing up. And, you know, I hate to say, yes, we are a very friendly nation, but we don't have to be so friendly as to lose our rights. You know, our rights to media going out the fucking window as we speak with Bill C-36 alone. That's not counting all the cops that are violating our constitutional right to free press. We got government that's restricting our travels everywhere in Canada. We have the right to a speedy trial out the window in Canada right now because of the COVID. All of this is gone over that the Constitution is written saying that they can't do. And what does everybody do? Oh, I'm sorry, Trudeau. I'm sorry, Trudeau. We'll follow you, Trudeau. Master Trudeau. Same guy that's selling off our resources to China. And to the rest of the world.
It doesn't matter.
A lot of people.
It doesn't matter if it's him or some other fucking politician. It's going to happen. We got to get rid of the politicians somehow, or else make them accountable for what they do. because they get away while they make the laws. So they never do anything wrong. Sorry for interrupting.
Well, yeah. No, I could talk on and on and on about this shit because it's the government. They will do what they want, and the thing of it is, we need politicians. Don't get me wrong. We need politicians that are actually there for what their job is, and that is to work for the people of the country and the area that they serve. And until they start working for the people instead of corporations, then we won't have a government until then. We need to have them in for the people. We need to ban all of this corporate sponsorship of politicians and that. These are government officials that are getting paid for and by the Canadian people. Now, if you want to get corporate sponsors, become Sidney Crosby, become Dion Phaneuf or something, become a sports player. Go get your sponsorships, okay? But as a public servant who's getting paid by corporate sponsors to do what you're doing, you should actually be going after the corporate people to start paying their share in the taxes that are owed to this country, because we keep giving tax breaks to all these big corporations like Amazon and fucking Walmart and UPS. They get huge tax breaks here in Canada. For what?
So does the Catholic.
So that, all organized religion,
I know,
is classified as a charity.
Yeah.
So, and as long as they have what's that?
At what is it? Close to 1,000 kids now they found buried in the ground.
Oh, yes, and 751 kids that they found in one grave.
Yeah.
When was that? About a week ago, 10 days ago, they've discovered that. So, yeah, and that a lot was to do with the Catholic Church. But the thing of it is that, yes, the Catholic Church might have done that. Problem is that churches alone, if a Christian or any organization owns a building, and as long as there's a chapel in it, tax exempt from property taxes. The 25% discount in water and sewer, and then there's also a 20% discount in hydro, and that's here in New Brunswick anyways. And if they have a rectory or wherever the pastor's house is, does not have to pay taxes. And any building that is connected to that organization, they don't have to pay taxes on. That's where a lot of, it's everybody's constitutional right under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, Section 2, freedom of religion, just like freedom of speech and freedom of press and that. They have their right to that. But if we have the same rights as free press as they do free religion, why aren't they paying property taxes on that church? We have to pay taxes on anything that we make money on. but they don't have to pay taxes on anything that they make money on. So that's where, and we have a lot of,
no, go ahead. Go
you know,
ahead.
a lot of prime real estate. Like a lot of churches in big cities alike, and not just in Canada. This is all across North America where churches do not have to pay property taxes. And you have prime retail land that's sitting there and they're paying no taxes, and the people on either side of them are paying probably $8,000 to $10,000 a month in property taxes because of the size of the property. And because of where it's at, say in like downtown Chicago or downtown Toronto, you know, if here in New Brunswick, if you have your own property, you pay probably about, in the city of Moncton, you would pay about $1,500 a year in property taxes. Now that same house, if you decide to rent it out, your property taxes double. Automatically, they double because it's a rental property.
Yep.
Now, instead of $1,500, paying $3,000 a year in property taxes, and your water and sewer bills go up by 50%.
At one time, the church.
But yet,
at one time, the churches were pretty much the law of the land, and that's how they made themselves tax exempt. And then when we did get different governments in, well, they were sort of the law of the land, and they worked with the government, so they got everything fucking free. I think most religions are just a waste of money. Oh, I should have asked you that before, Ashcan. Are you deeply religious?
I was, but I'm not now. I have my own belief. I actually did, when I worked for an organization in Moncton, I did 2 years of ministry school, and then I was going to go to a college to get my certificate as a pastor. But after working in religious organizations for so long, and after seeing what was going on with, especially in the one that I was working at, I just gave up, and I sort of formed my own religion. And that is to go by the 10 Commandments. If I can help somebody, I'll help somebody. If I can't, I'll say, well, I can't help you, but maybe this organization or that can. I try to be nice to people. I'm the type of person that'll walk down the street, and if I see somebody, I'll say hi. I don't give a fuck if I know you or not. I'll say hi. I'm just that type of person. I don't know. It's I keep losing my train of thought.
That's okay.
One too many hits. One too many hits to the head, man. One too many hits.
Well,
Auditing for Accountability NL.
I haven't.
How are you, my brother, today?
What the fuck?
Oh,
What?
so NL, why don't you come on up here?
Yeah, you know. I hate being the pretty face on the channel. You can come up and take my place.
My know, I got that face for radio, so.
I don't have no chat, so I don't.
Are you gonna? You don't have? Oh,
It don't
there's
matter.
a little button down below. It's.
Yeah, I hit it and it didn't seem to do anything. Oh, there it did.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this this type of stream. I went to StreamYard, but it brought me right to Melon app. So.
Well, it is sort of the same as StreamYards. Pretty damn close.
Well, auditing NL, I'm going to try and be here all day, looking for people to show off any kind of celebrations that are going on in their hometown, whether it's a protest or a celebration. Let's see what's going on in Canada today.
Oh, we're supposed to have fire,
So,
but it's
yeah.
It's so dry here that they won't set them off in case they start a fire.
Hey, RC, how you doing, brother? A lot of cities, instead of using the COVID, they're actually not doing Canada Day celebrations because in remembrance of the 751 kids that they just found dead.
Yeah, but remember
St. Catharines.
How long ago was it they found 250 down in southern BC? That was only a week or two before. So that's where I got my 1,000 from.
So there's been about 1,000.
Yeah, that's where I got my 1,000 from.
So there's been about 1,000 deaths.
That's only in 2 fucking schools.
Yeah.
How many schools are there? Fucking cocksuckers.
I know, and
Oh, Carlin could break down those 10 commandments into 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Those commandments were written by somebody in the church. And really, you can covet your neighbor in your dreams. You can have thoughts, but you just can't have realities of doing it. And what was the other one?
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's been a while since. Wow, my memory is as good as yours. Well, I may not have had quite as many, but I've had my skull cracked twice. So I think I might have a little reason for bad memory, along with all the alcohol and whatever else I've done.
Yeah, the odd hit of acid here and there. Hint, hint.
Oh, I wasn't. Anytime I see it, I get it. I've had it.
Oh, you know, just before I quit drinking, I was on a really bad binge. My ex had just left me and taken my son from me, and I just went cold. And for 9 months straight, I would wake up to a 24 a beer, a 40-ouncer of tequila, take 5 hits of acid, smoke a bunch of weed, and then go out so that I can get more booze and more dope and more acid. At one point, the night that when I overdosed and quit drinking, I was on 18 hits of acid. I drank a 24 tequila. I had about 36 beers. I was drinking shot after shot of rum and vodka and that, and then I grabbed a 40-ouncer Southern Comfort. I don't remember anything after that except for waking up in the hospital in Thunder Bay, about 700 kilometers away from where I was partying.
Those 18.
Don't know how I got there to this day. Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, I was a big acid head.
I never took that much at one time, but acid really helps. I have a thirst on acid. If I'm drinking on acid, I really have a thirst.
Oh. Well, what's the problem with me is that I would take acid and, I couldn't taste beer. It was like fucking water to me. I would chug a beer in no time. It just seemed like I was chugging a fucking, a can of Coke or something, bottle of Coke. It's just like fucking water to me.
Well, I drink straight Scotch, straight rye, whatever was handed to me in a hard liquor bottle because I never drank beer even when I was high on acid. Never had a hole dirty enough to put that shit in unless it was in cooking.
Sorry, I'm just rolling a joint here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, the cocksucker that fucking ruined Canada.
Well, yeah, that's how Petro-Canada got its name.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Pierre Elliott Trudeau.
When he took over office, we were worth more than the American dollar. Our dollar was worth more.
Yeah.
We could have been leaders of the world if we'd have just kept all our fucking resources instead of selling it off fucking cheap. Why do we need?
Well, yeah, and that was Pierre started that. Justin just had to finish it.
Well, that's been going on all along.
Our oil fields aren't owned by Canada anymore. They're all owned by outside corporations.
They always were. I worked the oil
no,
field.
Petro-Canada was
Hey, I worked the oil
but
field back in 76. They were owned by the French.
Yeah.
They were owned by the Germans.
Yeah.
Some of the
the companies were.
Yeah, the companies were.
Okay, Myron, but what you're not understanding is back then when you had all these oil companies coming in from around the world, they didn't own. What they did is they leased the land, and they would give Canada royalties for it. Now companies come in and they buy the land, they buy the oil fields completely. They're now not owned by Canada. They're in Canada, but they're.
Yeah, I see.
It's like net. Yeah. So Pierre Trudeau started selling off all of these, including, started Petro-Canada and sold that off. And that's where the Trudeau family made a lot of money, was the oil in Canada. They sold off a lot, and the Trudeaus made money on that. Now you got Justin Trudeau. We have a couple of gold mines left, and we have one or two diamond mines left. All the rest of those are all owned by outside companies. All those gold mines and everything. Just look at when you watch those shows, Gold Rush, and that you have Americans coming in and they're leasing land from that's not from the country, owns all the mining rights in that whole area. The guy's name's the biggest one up there is named Tony Beats. He's they call him the Viking, but they actually live in the States, but they own a whole shitload of mining property in Canada. And then they lease it out to Canadians and Americans and other people, whoever wants to go mining there. But they, he lease land out, but they're not owned by Canadians. Diamond mines are being bought up by places like De Beers, which is a European country. The oil fields itself are, you got Shell that owns oil fields out there now. Esso and Exxon Mobil and shit like that. They actually own the property now. They may have to pay taxes or whatever on it, which I hope, but or get tax breaks for it. But
so what you're saying is they're selling off Crown
they own it.
They're selling off Crown Land.
Major.
Okay.
Yeah, and it does not benefit Canada at all. What if it was a Canadian company that actually took people that needed jobs here in Canada and taught them how to mine them and took them out there and started doing that, and then it could be a crown corporation even that Canada owns it, but it allows certain types of workers to come in to learn trade and that and do mining out there. And this way, then that money actually generate a lot more money for Canada.
You only need you only need one miner.
What's that?
You only need one miner. All the rest are just fucking equipment operators. You could take anybody off the street and teach them how to drive a machine. That's all those fucking guys are. They call them miners, but they're equipment operators.
That's what I mean. That you'd be able to take just about a certain demographic of people. And what that would be is people that want to learn trades and heavy equipment and stuff like that. Maybe they've done it before, and maybe they're homeless or something like that. So give them a chance. There's so many possibilities that they could do with it. But the bottom line is that the gold that they're making, instead of making it for a certain company, for that company to get rich, they're mining that gold for their country to help our country get rich. Now, the more gold that they pull out, more hard currency Canada has, which would increase our Canadian dollar. It would help our fucking economy. There's so many benefits to it. But the government doesn't think like that.
No, because the government.
Like, look at Ontario, for instance. For the longest time, the provincial government wanted to sell off all the liquor stores. The liquor stores make in Ontario something like $3 billion a year in profit, and they want to sell that off so that a private corporation can make that $3 billion plus profit a year.
No, they sold off the one government liquor store in town. Everybody had to make their own liquor store. We've got 5 now where we used to have 1. But because the price is fucking, the price is still set by the government, so there's no fucking wars like there should be. Because you should have competition wars in the prices, and there's none. Because the government says it's this price.
They do in Calgary. There's competition wars in Calgary.
Well, they sure don't have any in town here. They got sales. They put on
that's because the thing of it is that in like a small town like that, they're trying to make as much money as they can. So they don't really want to start competing with people and start losing business and stuff like that. If they can keep it at a steady price and a steady flow so that they are able to, it's better to make $100 a day every day than it is to make $1,000 a month in one day and then not the rest of the month.
Yeah.
So
there's about a 3-second.
a lot of people.
There's about a 3-second delay between us.
Yeah, I knew that. Like I said, this is a new. I tried to go on to StreamYard, and this is where it brought me. So I don't know what else.
It fucking works. It's easy to join. Because the first thing he sent me was link to join up.
Yeah. Yes, Prairie Girl, I do agree with you there that shit stain should have his name removed from everything. The problem with that is that if we remove his name from everything, then people won't really know the truth about how much of a fucking dirty cocksucker he really was. So it's sort of a good thing to remove his name, but it sort of defeats the purpose of exposing him.
It wasn't you who he gave the finger to. He gave the finger to the West. And I seen him do it, that cocksucker.
Oh, yes. Yep. I'm surprised Dirty Mike hasn't stopped by yet. Well, it is only 11 o'clock in Ontario right now, so.
Yeah. 2 more hours before he comes on. Today is Thursday. I don't know. Maybe his blood clot let go.
God, I hope not. Hope he's okay.
I think he is.
Um,
I think he is. He might be someplace else on another panel or something. Or maybe
yeah.
doing something around the house too.
Face it. He's probably sitting there pulling his pudding.
Yeah. Throw a piece of fucking plastic over his running shoes and he jack off onto them.
Fuck, Byron. Oh, Dirty Mike's gonna kill us.
Oh, just me. I was the one that said
Mm. No. I seen. Oh,
But I've already said.
Doesn't look like we have.
Whatever I say on here is for comedic purposes only. I don't mean anything you can.
No. This is true. I was hoping that NE fam would have popped up here and done some Officer Choi to get the day started.
Well, he hasn't done Officer Choi pretty much since he Mike did that video of him with Joe Cool.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I'd like to see him bring him up again. Or whatever name he's using on him.
He's got two.
I know that he
got 2 or 3 new ones.
Oh.
And so I think he's trying to figure out voices and stuff for them.
Prairie Girl, why don't you come on up? Listen, if I can put this ugly face out there, you can at least show your beautiful face here. I might actually be able to get a haircut tomorrow.
Trim, or are you getting a buzz?
I haven't had a haircut in 2.5 years.
Me too. Maybe 3.
And well, not 2.5 years, about over 2 years now. But I usually get it cut. You know, it's usually only about an inch long. Now it's a little bit more than an inch long.
Yeah. Well, I've been trimming mine. Whenever it gets what I figure is too long, I just hold it under here like this and cut off some.
Well, I got a set of clippers and everything. I just don't. I have a fucked up arm. Okay, a lot of people are mention about well, when you point, you're pointing crooked. Well, just so you see, my finger doesn't straighten. That's left hand. So, You know, when you see me pointing, it looks like I'm pointing around the corner. It's a Newfie finger. You know, it goes around corners. And this hand here, my main arm, um, I can't do this with this hand. I got two pins in here holding this together, and I don't know if you can hold on. It's
I can see it.
All that. I went through a plate glass window with a chicken wire in it, and I severed all the nerve tendons in my arm and all through my hand. They lost count after 250 stitches on the inside. Most of the stitches on the outside in the doctor's office with a practicing a nurse trainee. I was showing them how to take out stitches. There was 167 stitches in my arm and hand on the outside. So, on a good day, you ever whack your
guy that did that in grade 9, the exact same thing.
You ever whack your funny bone and get that sharp shooting pain? Well, on a good day, that's how my arm feels. I have a hard time holding coffee or anything in my arm, in my hand. I can't use really my first finger, like I bend it, it bends up top first, and then every time I bend my finger, it literally pops. I have to write with my middle finger and my thumb because I can't hold a pencil or a pen in this hand, in these fingers like this. So my hand gets really quick. It's hard to type. I can't use my fingers properly to type because they're so spaced out and they're so crooked. And it's just a lot of fucking pain.
That's as wide as it gets. I've got things growing on the back of that one there. Right. There's a spot there and then a spot right there on my knuckle. This is my good hand. Opens right up, works really good, but it's on my bad arm, my bad side, so it's pretty much useless, this hand, because it's just too busy doing pain things usually. Well, it is only 9 o'clock where you are, Prairie Girl, maybe 10 o'clock, but fuck, that's early. You gotta come on and meet Pandora. She don't even get up to 2 in the afternoon. She starts putting on her face at 6 or 7 at night.
You know what? I used to always I told my two stepdaughters that makeup was for ugly chicks.
Yeah.
And that real woman doesn't need makeup.
Yeah, I agree.
But an ugly one does. Don't really wear makeup anyways now.
You know what? I never
still like young.
I never seen an ugly woman that couldn't get a man.
This is true.
Actually, just about everyone I've seen had a man.
It's
in the eyes of the beholder. One guy thinks she's ugly,
yep.
one guy thinks she's beautiful.
Listen, beauty is only skin deep, but ugly's to the bone.
Yeah.
And you could be the sexiest looking woman out there and have an attitude and a fucking heart like a fucking bitch. And, you know, that just makes you ugly. I don't know. A lot of people say I'm weird for some of the people I call beautiful, but hey, if you can see a fucking country girl walking down the road and she's no makeup on and she's proud of it, hey, that's my type of girl right there. These ones that's got to spend fucking 2 hours putting on makeup, another 3 hours doing their hair, another hour fucking just getting dressed and like this to go to a fucking restaurant or something. It just seems like a lot of work for nothing. The guy knows who you are, or girl, whatever it is, and they know who you are. So why spend, you know, my wife, you know, it would take her almost 2 hours to get ready so that we go to the fucking restaurant. We go once a week to the restaurant, but she would have to spend like 2-3 hours getting ready. It's like, fuck, I'm already married to you. I know what you look like fucking naked. You know, you don't need to be fucking putting on all this bullshit to try and impress other people when the only person that you should be doing it for is for me. And like, you already impressed me. I married her for fuck's sake. So like, she, no, you know, but you know, vanity is vanity. I like a chick that, you know, I can come home and say, hey, come on, get in the truck. We're going somewhere. Go, you know, and not have to wait like fucking an hour and a half for them to get ready. That's mother to my youngest son, Jordan, Melinda. She was really bad for that, but she started off as a child model, working, doing. You remember the Sears magazines? All the Sears magazines, all the people that are in the Sears magazines are all employees or families of employees of Sears. They never used an outside agency here in Canada. So Melinda actually started doing that when I think her and her twin sister were 6 or something like that. So she always had to look good for the fucking cameraman and all that, and it just rubbed off. And now she doesn't care, but that's because she'll be 50 next year. Pulling upstate. Well, It's almost 30 here. Maybe what I'll do, I'll put my camera in that, and I'll go for a walk downtown. Let's see what kind of trouble I can get into there, and come back and restart this in a couple hours, because it seems like it's just a little too early. It's only, well, like I said, it's 12:22 here right now, so maybe I will go for the walk downtown. I got my little camera here, and I got my camcorder. Yeah, take a walk downtown and see what's going on, and then who knows, maybe see if I can't do a quick live update downtown or something. Private chat, you can see. Oh, I can't Pandora.
Yeah, I got nothing in private chat.
No, that doesn't. Nothing shows up in private. Pandora.
That's not Pandora, that's Prairie Girl.
Oh, sorry, Prairie Girl. I'm so sorry. Both West Coast girls that start with P. Yeah, so
Prairie Girl is one province closer to you.
yeah. I think I'm gonna. This is classified as a long weekend down here. I don't know if it's a long weekend up there or not, but they're classifying Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday a long weekend down here. So a lot of places will be closed. On Monday, I'm gonna start applying for the travel pass, and all the loopholes and that I got to go through. I'm gonna do it well in advance, because I'm gonna try and book my trip for the end of the month, and I'm going to go from there. I'm going to go through the whole process, and I am going to record it all. Maybe I might even do it live. Who knows? But I am going to go through the whole process and see what it's going to take to leave this province and to be able to get out west. I'm going to do the whole final destination spot and everything. Go from there, see what it's going to take. But I'm not going to get the jab. So I'm going to see if I can get that government permission to travel freely in our country pass.
Yeah.
So
You're an adult, shouldn't need permission.
you would think, um, I've been an adult for, 1 or 2 anyways. Um, I might have made some pretty crazy decisions in my life, but I made some good decisions in my life mostly. I don't need a 23-year-old cop telling me how to walk down the street, if that's what you mean. So yeah, fuck, the whole time I had it with me.
For some reason, it's not letting her join.
What?
Well,
Who? Not letting me join. Yeah, see,
catch you later.
and that's the reason why I think I'm going to shut it down. Oh. Future limit won't let me join. Um, 2 to 6 participants there. It says you have reached your limit. It won't let me join in. Try now, Prairie Girl. Your turn. Oh. There you go, Prairie.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good. Can you hear me?
Prairie. How are you? I can, but it seems like you might have something playing in the background. I can, but it seems like you might have some. Yeah. Still there?
Can you see chat now?
Private chat.
No.
Let me see. There's nothing in private chat.
Oh. Stream chat.
Stream chat. Man, this is slow. It's the last thing it says here from you. It says you have reached your limit. It won't let me join.
Go to private and try to write something.
So what's on your agenda today?
Nothing. I'm staying in. Too hot. Can you see that now?
Oh yeah. Oh, something just popped up. Come on. Man, I'm not liking this the stream at all. Oh, can you see me now? Oh, I see a black screen.
Can you see the chat now? The private chat?
Yes, yes, yes. The stream and the private. Yeah. So there's no, I take it the celebrations are canceled out where you are?
I think for the most part, yes.
I was reading on the website here for, I'm in St. John at the moment, and there was, I was looking at Canada Day celebrations. Oh, oh crap. Wrong city. And so, come on, load. They're calling this a Canada Day long weekend. Official Canada Day celebration, St. John's. Oh, that's Newfoundland. Why do they keep doing this to me? Uh, so, according to this St. John, New Brunswick website, all Canada Day celebrations um, for the city are canceled. St. John's official Canada Day festivities canceled. Wear orange and gather at the Brundage Point River Center to learn about Grand Bay, Westfield's Indigenous history. They want you to sit around and watch TV or web page or something on people celebrating. They have Canada Day celebration kits, basically. Fucking stupid shit. Now, they have a drumming celebration every Canada Day. The Native Canadians, and it's all being done virtually this year. Big contest about staying at home. Um, on July 1st, wherever you are in Canada, enjoy Canada Day fireworks in a fun and innovative way. At 10 p.m. local time, point your smartphone or tablet to the night sky, and a 3-minute show displaying 3D fireworks will begin.
Oh,
The
geez.
augmented reality experience will give you the same visual and sound effects as real fireworks displays.
Weird.
That's how they do fireworks now. Yeah.
Please chat.
So, what's that?
Please
Oh,
read
wow.
the chat.
I'm sorry. Let's get in. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Uh, I really don't know what to say right now. I feel like an asshole.
No, don't.
But
No, that's okay, dear.
so yeah.
That's what's going on, just so you guys know. That I'm not being rude or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention it.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I just wish all the best.
You know, that goes both ways.
So, what do you think of these COVID restrictions?
I think we're done with it. I think we need to end it all. Everybody else is opening up. Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC are all dropping the mandates.
Well, the Atlantic bubble was supposed to too, but I proved that theory wrong yesterday.
Yeah, so anyway, I'll let you get going if you're going to go for a walk or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to get my cameras here and take a little walk and see what's going on around here.
All right.
I know over the next couple of days, there's actually an oil refinery here that I'd like to do an audit on. So yeah, I am gonna go down and see what's going on down around downtown here, and go from there. Who knows? I might go live. I'm gonna bring my laptop with me. I'm gonna try and use it down there. I might need it to transfer video on that too. So, Josh, how are you, brother? I am okay. Um, I don't know. Can you get into private chat, Josh? Are you? Oh hell! You know what? I I don't care. It's out there anyways. Can you give me a call in about an hour and a half or so? Um, Here's my number. Come on. Go on. There it is.
Okay, I'm gonna get off, and you have a good day. I'll see you later.
Okay. You too, Burry Girl, and take care, and hope to see you in the chat at least. So yeah, I'm going to, since I just want to make sure Josh gets that message. And, okay, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to shut this down. I got to go get time for my phone. I'm going to bring my my camera equipment with me. What the hell? I'm bringing it all, so who knows? I might just set up live downtown. I'm hoping to actually. So until then, folks, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe all the people that are here in chat. And I will see you guys soon. Either way, I will be back in a few hours and going back live and hopefully through StreamYard and find out what's going on across Canada. So give me a couple hours, folks, or less, and I will be back. Have a great day and happy Canada Day.